Benita, one of our best doing images, which was part of the workshop which we did there, and this was shot by an astrophotographer there. That's again Benital, the astrocam. So what you see is wonderful dark skies, and we just set up cam, mostly red lights, and these are all solar powered. I don't even take generators and pollute the environment there. Zero waste, we carry back everything, we don't leave anything. It is as untouched as when we came there. And that's a promise, because that's a big yard. And that was allowed to us by the state government. But now Benital, if you search Benital, I'm very happy that it's on the map. 1 million views, and if you search it, people will see it as an astro center. And that's because of the work which we could do with you guys. So, how can it become a hub? I think we talked of many things, but Uttarakhand has a chance, I think, to own the astro calendar. This is not something which there is a core profile of people globally who are astrophiles, and that move from one dark side to other. And if we own the astro calendar, which means Geminids today, Leonids tomorrow, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, every year there are events. We have at least 10 to 14 events, but we need to own it over the next 2 years. Then everyone in India will know, okay, Uttarakhand has this events all year through as the astro events, and people will come here. We have those remote locations. And let's standardize and certify. What we don't want is that an experience which is supposed to be here is negative, because we don't want non-fact or non-research information going on. Third is, unlike the other places, we don't want that lot of hoteliers and these things come and not keep the place as it is, because it can't be light polluted. Then I have just come here and created another Delhi. Sorry, but that's not what I'm here for. We need to keep that light pollution out. There are ways to keep it. We are part of the Dark Sky Association certification globally. It's a US-based organization. There are dark sky reserves in US, in Europe, but there are ways to do it. It's not that you have to be only in the dark, but the luminosity of the light, the angle of the light, we can work on that and still provide a great experience. And finally, we can build local skills for Pan-India. Many of the Uttarakhandis, because we started as a startup here, now work in Medigiri, Goa, but they have gone from here based on our training. So we are actually having employment generated here, and they're working in other states, but in Astro. Okay. So finally ending, what is this light pollution? That's Benital is somewhere around 3. Outskirts of Spiti, or if you go to Gangotri Reserve or Jadum, is 1. And this is Delhi. So this is what you see on the left, mostly Delhi, and that's what you see. So what we need to do is preserve that 3, not get it this side, but get people in a sustainable way over there to enjoy the sky. Yeah, thank you for this.
उत्तराखंड को प्रकृति से भरपूर संपदा ने संवारा है, जिसकी वजह से पर्यटन व्यवसाय में निवेश के लिए ये भारत का सबसे प्रमुख राज्य है। राज्य सरकार ने विभिन्न प्रकार के पर्यटन को बढ़ावा देने के लिए कई कदम उठाए हैं, जिनमें से ये प्रमुख हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने केदारनाथ धाम को सुनियोजित मास्टर प्लान के तहत पुनर्निर्माण एवं विकास कार्य के लिए चुना है, और बहुत ही अद्भुत तरीके से उसका मास्टर प्लान तैयार हो रहा है। उसमें सारी फैसिलिटीज डेवलप की जा रही हैं। इसके साथ साथ जो हमारे धार्मिक पर्यटक आते हैं, यात्री आते हैं, उनकी तरह सरल हो, सुगम हो, सुरक्षित, इसके लिए हमने वहाँ एक रोप वे का, रज्जू मार्ग का भी प्रबंध किया है। डायपल मायर पोमो कंपनीज जो हैं आपकी, उनसे भी संपर्क करके जो सेफेस्ट रोप वे होगी वो वहाँ पर लगाई जाएगी, ताकि हमारे यात्री सरलता से, सुगमता से केदारनाथ पहुँच जाएं। अभी अभी एक महानुभाव ने कहा कि केदारनाथ 6 महीने खुला रहता है और 6 महीने बंद हो जाता है। ये हम जानते हैं कि 6 महीने भगवान शंकर की पूजा मनुष्य करते हैं और 6 महीने देवता करते हैं। परंतु अगर हम डेस्टिनेशन को अच्छी तरह से डेवलप करें तो मैं समझता हूं कि 12 महीने वहां पर डेस्टिनेशन हमारा चलता रहेगा। क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा जब आप टिबलिस जाते हैं या जोंगफोक जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर ऐसी फैसिलिटीज़ डेवलप हो रखी हैं कि आप वहाँ पर कैफेटेरिया में चाय पी सकते हैं, कॉफ़ी पी सकते हैं, वहाँ पर आप सुंदर नज़ारा देख सकते हैं और निश्चित रूप
in ensuring a balanced growth of the sector, from managing the tourist flow in already famous and popular destination, in identifying the unknown hidden jewels, curating them, nurturing them, by creating basic infrastructure, formulating regulatory and incentive framework, making the destination market ready before finally unveiling it to the world. Government initiatives set up platform and launchpad for the private investors like you to come and take to the driver's seat, which is crucial for creating an enabling environment for the sector's growth. To summarize it, I would want to say that tourism is a complex and a multifaceted industry, and it has shown its resilience by bouncing back to new highs in the post-COVID world. The collaboration between the government and the private party is essential for sustainable development and tourism, and we are sure that we will scale new heights. Let me close today's session by wishing that may the connection made, the knowledge shared, the memories
investment in the state, setting up of dairy processing industry and animal feed plants, breed improvement technology and breed multiplication farms, establishment of sheep and goat farms and deep frozen semen production laboratories, establishment of veterinary, pharmaceutical and vaccine production units. With the objective of providing impetus to the poultry industry, a new poultry policy has been proposed providing for a 40% subsidy in the hilly areas and 30% in the plain areas of the state. The import of merino sheep and rams from Australia and crossbreeding of local sheep breeds has resulted in the production of better quality of wool for the apparel industry. Investments are also being invited for production of solar power on the unuseful lands available in the sheep farms of Karni and Samaliti in Bageshwar and Makku in Rudraprayag. Uttarakhand is well endowed with plenty of forest and water resources. The state has earmarked the fisheries sector as an upcoming and developing sector which is attracting investors to the state. With the view of encouraging investors to invest in the sector, the state government is implementing various schemes and along with the benefits being provided to investors under the Fisheries Infrastructure Development Fund FIDF, the state government has decided to provide an additional 2% interest subvention for interested and eligible investors under the scheme. The main attractions for investors are the fish hatcheries, fish feeding manufacturing plants and aqua parks that are being offered to be managed and run under the PPP mode. 2,686 kilometers of rivers, 207 natural lakes, 20,587 hectare water bodies, 910.14 hectare ponds and tracks, 1,026 number of trout raceways and 30 RAS and biofloc. The current fish production in the state is some 7,325 metric tons. Katla, Rohu, main common carp, grass carp, silver carp, pangasius, trout and mahashi are the varieties of fish available in Uttarakhand. Opportunities in the dairy sector. Production of 53 lakh liters of milk every day. 28 lakh liters surplus milk available for sale every day. Ample opportunities for the sale and marketing of value-added dairy products. Vast opportunity for investment in the value chain of Desi, particularly Badri cow milk. Investment in livestock feed manufacturing, silage and compact feed block making plants. With the ever-increasing influx of pilgrims and tourists coupled with the improvement in connectivity with Delhi, there is a good opportunity of investment in manufacturing units for value-added dairy products like ice cream, high shelf-life milk products, butter, etc. Huge opportunities exist in Desi, particularly Badri cow milk, production of organic milk, processing and marketing for investors. The state's environment is conducive for the production of cheese. Investors can set up units for production of Himalayan hard cheese, churpi, cheddar cheese, etc. Since the government is paying special attention to the animal husbandry sector, there are many good opportunities for investing in fodder development. Units of livestock feed production, silage production, TMR production, compact feed block production can be established in the state. Similarly, the government is proactively pursuing its agenda for biogas production from livestock waste. A stable, just and progressive government with noble intentions and public-centric policies coupled with a single window clearance system provides for a transparent and investor-friendly environment. And as a result, the state is emerging as a new destination for investment in the animal husbandry, dairy processing and fisheries sector. With the success of this investor summit and the establishment of industries on the ground will lead to the creation of economic wealth for the investors as well as the people, and the dream of becoming the most developed state by 2025 will soon become a reality.
Can we have a big round of applause for a wonderfully created state?
Preferred industrial state for investment in agriculture, horticulture and aroma sector through efficient utilization of its natural resources and favorable environment. Offering opportunities for many emerging industries, Uttarakhand is providing investment-friendly sites for industrial setup, calm and accessible human resources, infrastructure for excellent connectivity and a stable political environment. Uttarakhand is progressing rapidly among the industrialized states due to its industrial and investment-friendly policies. Here the main base of peace to prosperity is proximity to the national capital Delhi. Diverse and fascinating climate provides opportunities for investment in the field of horticulture, agriculture and aroma industry. At present, around 4.50 lakh horticulture farmers of the state are taking advantage of the diverse agroclimatic conditions ranging from subtropical to temperate for various horticultural activities like ultra-high density apple plantation, kiwi production, protected cultivation, high-tech fruit nursery, mushroom production and beekeeping. In view of the immense potential of horticulture in the state, a project worth Rs 526 crore has been sanctioned by Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA), in which up to 80% subsidy will be provided for various activities like production of high-quality planting material, area expansion, post-harvest and processing infrastructure. Under horticulture, around 17.72 lakh metric tons of fruits, vegetables, spices and flowers are being produced from an area of 2.96 lakh hectares. Post-harvest and marketing infrastructure and food processing industry are sectors having immense potential for investment. To attract investment in these sectors, various schemes are being implemented by the Department of Horticulture and Food Processing. New schemes have been initiated by the state government for cultivation of high-value vegetables and flower in polyhouse clusters and also for ultra-high-density apple cultivation. These will provide abundant supply of raw materials to the food processing industries. There are vast opportunities in the field of horticulture, organic farming, cultivation of medicinal and aromatic plants in the state. Pharma, nutraceutical and food processing industries are emerging as big markets in the state. 11 crops have been given GI tag. For formalization of unorganized food processing sector, PM formalization of micro food processing enterprises, PM-FME scheme is being implemented and the state government is providing additional 25% assistance, that is, total 60% in the hilly areas under the scheme. This innovative initiative of the state government has successfully sanctioned more than 500 food processing units under the scheme. The first aroma park of the country is being established in the state at Sidkul Kashipur, in which plots have been allotted to 31 aroma and perfumery investors for setting up factories. Under the Aroma Park policy, various incentives are provided to the investors. At present, in Uttarakhand, more than 24,000 farmers are cultivating aromatic crops on 8,602 hectares of land in 109 aroma clusters, and essential oil is being produced through 192 distillation units. There is a plan to cover 14,000 hectares of land with aromatic crops through 6 aroma valleys in different districts of the state. A total of 37,800 farmers will benefit from this, and 70,000 jobs will be created. 5 satellite centers are also being established to provide various types of support to Aroma Valley. Mission Timru and Mission Dalchini have been launched by the state government. Under this mission, the production of Timru and Dalchini, that is cinnamon, is being promoted on a large scale. Nutrient-rich millet, which has been named Sri Ann by the Prime Minister, has been the capital of Devabhoomi Uttarakhand, where the government has been the first to promote millet due to favorable climate and soil to promote millet to small and marginal farmers. Under the Uttarakhand Millet Mission Scheme, a provision of ₹73 crore was made to promote the production and marketing of Mandube, Koda. Today, along with organic agriculture, National Natural Agriculture Mission Scheme is available for investors in 11 districts of the state. A big opportunity is emerging. Under the Chief Minister Natural Agriculture Scheme and Namami Gange Natural Agriculture Corridor Scheme in the state, Uttarakhand is becoming a big partner for the millet market across the country. Immense production capacity in agriculture, horticulture and aroma sector, skilled human resources, wide land bank, suitable agro-climatic conditions, policies prepared in the interest of investors, along with better law and order, are providing favorable environment for the investors in Uttarakhand. The aim of the government is to attract maximum investment in the private sector, strengthen the food processing sector, and provide new means of entrepreneurship development in the state.
Can we have a big round?
जी इस पूरे कार्यक्रम को देख रहे हैं, पुरुषोत्तम जी, देवेंद्र चौधरी जी, यहाँ पर विभिन्न स्थानों से आए मेरे उद्योगपति समाज बहन, सबसे पहले तो आप सबका इस अवसर पर हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ, स्वागत करता हूँ।
एग्रीकल्चर राइस सेक्टर्स के सेशन में मैं I'll give you a brief about myself. I am Saurabh Bahuguna. I am looking after the Ministry of Animal Husbandry, Fisheries, Milk Federation, Sugarcane Development, Protocol, Skill Development and Employment. And obviously I am one of the most essential parts of agriculture sector, which is the allied sector. और हमारे साथ मंच पे राजी और हमारे सूरी जी, समस्त डिग्नेटरीज, हमारे सचिव पुरुषोत्तम जी एंड जितने भी यहाँ पर हमारे महानुभाव बैठे हैं, प्रेस के बंधु, सबको मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ। अभी आपने माननीय गणेश जोशी जी को सुना, ही इज़ लुकिंग आफ्टर द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर एंड क्या कितनी पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हमारे यहाँ एग्रीकल्चर को लेके और मिलेट्स को लेकर है, उन्होंने आपको बताया। आई एम गोना टॉक टू यू अबाउट द अलाइड सेक्टर दैट आई एम लुकिंग आफ्टर, विच इज़ फिशरीज, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड मिल्क फेडरेशन। उत्तराखंड की अगर आप भौगोलिक स्थिति देखें, यू सी द भौगोलिक स्थिति ऑफ उत्तराखंड, हमारे 3 ज़िले ऐसे हैं जो तराई के ज़िले हैं और 10 ज़िले पर्वतीय ज़िले हैं। एंड द लाइट सेक्टर विच इज़ फिशरीज, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड मिल्क फेडरेशन, दे कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट अराउंड अबाउट 3% ऑफ उत्तराखंड GSDP। तो हमारे जो पर्वतीय क्षेत्र हैं, जो हमारे हिली डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं, वहाँ पर आज भी 80% ऑफ द पीपल आर कनेक्टेड विद दीज 3 मिनिस्ट्रीज, बिकॉज हमारे यहाँ कोई बड़ी इंडस्ट्रीज़ पहाड़ों पे नहीं जा सकती, हमारे यहाँ कोई बहुत बड़े सेटअप्स पहाड़ में नहीं हो सकते, बिकॉज वी आर कवर्ड बाय 76% ऑफ रिजर्व फॉरेस्ट, सो वी कांट ऑब्वियसली सेंड टू मेनी इंडस्ट्रीज अप इन द हिल्स। दिस इज देयर लाइवलीहुड। सो जस्ट टू गिव यू ब्रीफ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हाउ मेनी पीपल आर कनेक्टेड, हाउ मेनी फैमिलीज आर कनेक्टेड विद माई 3 मिनिस्ट्रीज। सो अराउंड अबाउट 60,000 फैमिलीज आर कनेक्टेड विद ओनली मिल्क फेडरेशन इन उत्तराखंड। Close to 20,000 families are connected to animal husbandry, and 7,000 families are connected with fisheries department. So if you take a number, it's pretty much 87,000 families which are connected with our ministries. In last year and a half too, we've tried our best to make sure that we can cater to their demands. We have natural cold running water in the hills, you all know that. और हमारे यहाँ बहुत अच्छी फार्मिंग ट्राउट की होती है. इफ़ आई स्टार्ट विद फिशरी सेक्टर, केंद्र सरकार ने ब्लू रेवोल्यूशन लॉन्च किया. ब्लू रेवोल्यूशन पे हमने भी शुरुआत करी. उसके बाद प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना आई, उसकी यहाँ पर शुरुआत हुई स्टेट में. एंड वी स्टार्टेड पिकिंग अप. एक समय पे हमारे यहाँ पर लगभग 1000 परिवार जुड़े हुए थे फिशरी से. नाउ वी आर कनेक्टेड विद 7000 फैमिली. जो हमारे पर्वतीय क्षेत्र हैं, जो हमारे हिली डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं, because we have abundance of cold running water, so the biggest work that we are doing in fisheries is the trout farming. हमारे यहाँ पे ट्राउट का बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है इस वक्त पहाड़ों में. जो हमारे किसान हैं, there are good schemes, good subsidies which the government is extending. अगर आप हमारे फिशरीज डिपार्टमेंट के सेटअप्स को देखेंगे तो लगभग हमारी करंट जो स्टेट में 7325 मेट्रिक टन ऑफ फिश हमारे यहाँ प्रोडक्शन होता है, जिसमें से 25 लगभग इज लाइकली टू गो टू 20. इट्स सपोज टू, माने भी इट्स एन एस्टिमेट दैट बाय 2027 इट शुड रीच 25,000 मेट्रिक टन ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इन आवर स्टेट. हम सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम से, आई एम श्योर यू मस्ट बी हियरिंग सिंस यस्टरडे कि वी वांट टू गिव सिंगल विंडो क्लियरेंसेस. Where we are lacking, where we want investors to come into these fields, fisheries especially, is the cold storage chain. तो हमारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है, being a hilly state as I said, कि जितना भी प्रोडक्शन हमारा पहाड़ों में होता है, trout being an expensive fish, उत्तराखंड hilly states are not the market, hilly regions are not the market for the fish. So हमको उसको पहले देहरादून लाना पड़ता है, प्रोसेस होता है, फिर फ्रॉम देहरादून वी हैव टू देन सेंड इट टू दिल्ली, सेंड इट टू मुंबई, कोलकाता, वेरेवर द मार्केट इज अवेलेबल. एंड उसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट जो है हमारा वो बहुत ज़्यादा हमको एक्सपेंसिव पड़ता है. तो कहीं ना कहीं हम लोकल ब्रांड, हमारा एक उत्तरा फिश है जिसके माध्यम से हम लोग प्रिक्योरमेंट करते हैं फ़िश का अपने फार्मर्स से और उसको आगे बेचने की कोशिश करते हैं. So a cold storage facility, a linkage facility is very important. Marketing of trout is very important for us today because this fish is reaping huge benefits to the fish farmers. जो production उनका हो रहा है, technically we are selling it for 600 rupees a piece in market. The production cost is not more than 250-300 rupees. So a lot of people are showing interest. Production बढ़ाना हमारे लिए मुश्किल काम नहीं है. हमारे लिए मुश्किल काम उसको खपत कैसे होगी, वो मार्केट कैसे होगी, उसकी मार्केट कहाँ अवेलेबल कराई जाएगी, वो है. So I request all of you, whosoever is interested in this field, it's a huge growing sector. As you all know, that in India also, fisheries is one of the fastest growing sector in India. It's contributing around about 10% to the national GDP also. So it's one of the fastest growing sectors. Uttarakhand is also growing really fast when it comes to fisheries. So please, that's one aspect that I want to talk about. The second aspect is obviously the animal husbandry department. As I told you, 20,000 families are associated with this ministry. We have recently launched our state livestock mission policy also, because we were initially governed by only the central policy. We didn't have any state policy for livestock mission. We've launched it in this government. We've given it a cabinet clearance. You have couple of incentive schemes going in there also. So there are, if you go through the schemes, we have the Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund, HIDF. We have the National Livestock Mission, in which you have close to 25 to 50 lakh of subsidy. We have Rashtriya Local Mission, in which max subsidy is up to 1 crore rupees. We have benefits provided by the Industries Department of Uttarakhand under the Mega Industrial Policy, MSME Policy, Special Incentive Scheme for women entrepreneurs, Uttarakhand Startup Policy, land provided by SIDCUL. Then we have the Uttarakhand Fodder Policy, policy for Animal Husbandry Department. See, the total livestock is around about 44.27 lakh of total livestock population is what we have in Uttarakhand. We want to obviously really aggressively move forward towards this field, because as I told you, हमारे 10 पर्वतीय जिले इस काम से जुड़े हुए हैं. उनका आजीविका इससे चल रही है. इसमें भी हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स 2-3 हैं जिसको मैं एड्रेस करना चाह रहा हूँ. एज अ मिनिस्टर आई वांट सम इन्वेस्टमेंट टू कम इन एंड समवन टू हेल्प अस, व्हिच इज़ द फीड, व्हिच इज़ अगेन द लिंकेजेस, व्हिच इज़ अगेन द स्टोरेज पार्ट, ताकि हम अपने जो एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के जो हमारे पोल्ट्री फार्म्स हैं, हमारे एनिमल हस्बेंड्री के जो हमारे गौशाला, जो हमारे काउ शेल्टर्स हैं, जो हमारे बद्री काउ, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर्स इज़ द बद्री काउ इन उत्तराखंड. जस्ट टू गिव यू एन एग्जांपल, हम जो बद्री घी बनाते हैं। आंचल विभाग हमारा जो मिल्क फेडरेशन का है, हम उसको अमेज़ॉन पे आज के दिन 2,500 रुपये किलो पे बेच रहे हैं। इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट, इट्स द डिमांड ऑफ दैट घी इज़ रियली हाई। इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्रॉफिटेबल बिजनेस दैट उत्तराखंड गवर्नमेंट, आंचल इज़ द ब्रांड ऑफ उत्तराखंड गवर्नमेंट वी आर डूइंग विद इट। तो हमारे यहाँ पे वैक्सीनेशन, जो वैक्सीनेशन, क्वालिटी वैक्सीनेशन हमारे एनिमल्स की हो जाए, उसके लिए वी नीड हेल्प। हमारे लिए जो एनिमल्स को टैगिंग इज़ द न्यू थिंग दैट वी वांट टू गेट इनटू, नॉट द ईयर टैगिंग, बिकॉज उसके हमको बहुत सारा बीच में केसेस आए कि व्हेन वी फाइल्ड FIRs पीपल स्टार्टेड कटिंग ईयर्स ऑफ द कैटल टू अवॉइड FIRs। तो हम उनको इन स्किन वाले जो आपके जियो टैग्स होते हैं उस पर वी वांट टू वर्क फॉर द इन द फ्यूचर। We want people to come under NLM scheme, National Livestock Mission, where we are giving 50% subsidy if anyone wants to get into a rearing farm, breeding farm. So there's 50% subsidy that we offer you over there. So there are a couple of things in Milk Federation. This is one of the most interesting sector. When I joined as a this ministry, because I had no experience, I was always a sportsman at heart. I worked in ONGC for 17 years. Then I played golf and I represented India in 32 odd countries. But when I got this ministry, I had no clue how to function. I had no experience of animal husbandry. But slowly and gradually, when I started getting into the details, I started this program which was called Sarkar Aapke Dwar, and I used to go to every small farmer's house in every district that I used to visit. I used to visit their house, speak to them, what their problems are, because whatever policies as a government we are making, eventually it's going to help those guys who are sitting on the ground and working in animal husbandry. Natural stuff, grazing in the grasses over there, which is all organic again. तो हम उसको ऑर्गेनिक मिल्क की तरफ जाना चाहते हैं, बद्री काऊ मिल्क को हम आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। उसके साथ साथ वी वांट द मार्केट। सीधा आंचल की प्रॉब्लम जो मैंने फेस करी है लास्ट 18 मंथ्स में, इट्स अ गवर्नमेंट ब्रांड, वी पिक्ड अप अ लॉट। Our procurement from 1,85,000 to 90,000 liters a day has gone up to 215, 220. Last year we've technically gained some ground, but there's still lots to be done. जैसे हमारे आप कहेंगे मार्केटिंग, सी आई थिंक वी आर रियली लैकिंग इन मार्केटिंग ऑफ आंचल। हमको मार्केट कैसे करना है, मार्केट में कैसे आंचल के प्रोडक्ट्स प्रोवाइड हो। आई एम श्योर अगर यहाँ पे आंचल के हमारे काउंटर्स लगे हुए हैं, if you guys have the time, please visit that counter once, try our products, they are really good. We don't add any preservatives, we don't have any powder to, because they're all procured naturally from the farmers. हम farmers से procure करते हैं, उसी दिन प्रोसेस करते हैं और उसी दिन मार्केट करते हैं। तो हमारे यहाँ कोई भी preservatives या पाउडर का मिक्सचर नहीं होता है हमारे दूधों पे। हमारा जो दूध बिकता है यहाँ पर, so उसको प्लीज़ आप लोग एक बार जाके just taste it. We've diversified Aanchal in last 1 year. We've diversified Aanchal into 6 products. We never diversified Aanchal before this year and a half. We were only into milk. Now we are into flavored milk. We are into dahi. We are into छाछ. We are into lassi. We are into kulfi. We are into ice cream. We are into. We've just recently launched a Tetra Pak also. Aanchal was never into Tetra Pak. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हमने changes करी हैं. All I am requesting all of you is कि it's a great field to work in. It's a upcoming field. It's something which is concerned with the rural economy of Uttarakhand, not only the urban economy. जब उत्तराखंड की हम बात करते हैं तो लोगों को थोड़ी सी गलतफहमी होती है कि उत्तराखंड इज़ ऑल अबाउट देहरादून, हरिद्वार, ऋषिकेश एंड नैनीताल एंड रुद्रपुर एंड हल्द्वानी। इट इज़ नॉट। उत्तराखंड के 10 डिस्ट्रिक्ट पहाड़ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैं। और जिस सोच के साथ उत्तराखंड बना था, जिस सोच के साथ यूपी से अलग हुआ था, वो यही सोच थी कि उत्तराखंड के पर्वतीय क्षेत्रों का विकास होगा, उत्तराखंड के पर्वतीय क्षेत्रों को वहाँ के रहने वाले युवाओं को रोज़गार मिलेगा, वहाँ की बहनों को रोज़गार मिलेगा, हमारी मातृशक्ति सशक्त होगी। और लास्ट 23 years it's little sad, but there's a concept of migration which is really picked up in the hilly states, because कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को ये लगा कि जो जॉब्स मिलने की उम्मीद है या जो काम करने की उम्मीद है वो सिर्फ तराई क्षेत्र में है, पर्वतीय क्षेत्र में नहीं है। तो मेरा आप सबसे निवेदन है कि इन क्षेत्रों में तो सब इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, लेकिन अगर हमको एक्चुअली में उत्तराखंड को केटर करना है तो उत्तराखंड में उन लोगों के बारे में सोचिए जो उत्तराखंड के पर्वतीय क्षेत्र में बैठे हैं, जो आज भी इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं कि आप जैसे लोग जो सक्षम है, जो उत्तराखंड के लिए कुछ करना चाहते हैं, वो उत्तराखंड के उन लोगों के लिए कुछ करेंगे जो आज वहाँ पर बहुत परेशान है। तो मेरा आप सबसे निवेदन है कि इन फील्ड में इफ़ यू इन्वेस्ट, आप लोगों को फ़ायदा होगा। उत्तराखंड गवर्नमेंट के मिनिस्टर के रूप में मैं आपको अश्योर कर रहा हूँ, आई एम अश्योरिंग यू ऑल पॉसिबल हेल्प। यू वॉक 1 step फॉरवर्ड, आई वॉक 2 steps टुवर्ड्स यू। दिस इज माय अश्योरेंस। एक बहुत बड़ा कॉन्सेप्ट हमने फिशरीज में, सॉरी आई फॉरगॉट टू टेल यू बट आई एम जस्ट, हमने फिशरीज में उत्तराखंड का पहला एक्वा पार्क भी स्वीकृत कराया है, जो केंद्र सरकार की एक स्कीम है. It's a 90-10 proportion scheme, so the central government passes the aqua park. We got it approved in this year by the government of Uttarakhand. It's going to be established in Udham Singh Nagar. It's going to be established in 44.7 acres, जिसमें हम पूरी फिशरीज रिलेटेड काम करेंगे, और जिसको भी हम पीपीपी मोड पे देना चाह रहे हैं, तो वो भी एक ऑप्शन है आपके पास. एक हम आंचल के द्वारा सितारगंज में, उधम सिंह नगर में वी आर सेटिंग अप अ फैक्ट्री ऑफ पाउडर प्लांट, बेकरी एंड आइसक्रीम प्लांट. तो उसमें भी दैट्स क्लोज टू 70 crore प्रोजेक्ट. द कंस्ट्रक्शन विल बी डन बाय द उत्तराखंड गवर्नमेंट. वी आर कीन टू गिव इट ऑन पीपीपी मोड. So these are all areas where you can obviously focus and work with us. So that would be all. Thank you all, and hopefully we'll build a strong relationship coming forward. Thank you all for showing interest in investing in Uttarakhand. Thank you all for making this whole investor summit a success. And I just pray to God that we all work together and for the upliftment, not only the upliftment of Tarai region but also the hilly region of Uttarakhand. Thank you.